Hi, my name is Catherine Price, and I'm a physical therapist. Please do not do any of these exercises if you feel unsafe to do them, and consult your doctor or physical therapist for the appropriateness of exercises for you. I am going to do an abdominal strengthening program to help with beginning core strength and decreasing back pain. I'm going to start with a scripture from John 14:27. Jesus says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your heart be troubled and do not be afraid." So the equipment that I'm going to use is going to be a therapy ball, an exercise ball. I'm going to use a rope or this is a dog leash. And then I've got a 9-pound weight. A 5 to a 10-pound weight will work just fine. So we're going to start on a mat. You can do this on your bed. You want a firmer surface is better, but a bed will work just fine. So I'm going to start on the mat, and we're going to begin with engaging our lower abdominals. So with back pain, a lot of times the back extensors or the back is overcontracted and the abdominals are not strong enough or they're not activated. So we're going to begin to activate our abdominals and unactivate or relax the low part of the back where a lot of low back pain can come from. So on your back, the first thing I want you to do is just put both hands on either side of your hip bone, and you're going to try to draw your navel into your spine. Now, it's normal to have a little bit of a curvature, but we want to use if you're in the bed, it's going to sink in, so you're automatically going to have contact most likely, but you want to try to contact your back with the floor, but you want to engage the abdominals. Now, when you try to draw in, some will end up arching, and that's not what you want. You want to contact the floor. So I want you to draw your navel into your spine and right under your fingertips. So if you take your fingers, put them on your hip bones, come in just about an inch, and you'll feel a muscle. If you want to tighten that, that's going to be your transverse abdominal muscle, and you want to hold that contraction. That's going to be the basis of what we start with. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you want to draw your navel to your spine and hold that contraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Breath in. As you exhale, bring your navel to your spine. Tighten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like to picture dimming on a light and dimming off a light. You're just slowly engaging that muscle deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Once you've got that contraction, we're then going to add our extremities. So I'm going to use my weight. So you want to start close to your body. You're going to extend your arms out. Go ahead and do your abdominal contraction. So you're going to bring your navel to your spine. Keep your back contacted to the floor, and then bring the weight overhead. And I'm going to do this 10 times. You want to anchor the shoulders down and back as you're keeping your navel to your spine. 2, breathe in, breathe out. 3, breathe in, breathe out. 4, that's 10. So you want to take a rest, let everything go. I'm going to do the same thing. Draw my navel into my spine, contact my back to the floor, hold the weight out front, shoulders are anchored down, inhaling as I go up, exhaling as I bring the weight back towards my knees. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, keeping your back contacted to the floor the whole time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bringing the weight back down, taking a rest, and we'll do one more set. So 3 sets of 10. I'm going to anchor my back, bringing my navel to the spine, weights extended. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bringing the weight down. I'm going to set my weight aside, and then I'm going to bring my therapy ball over underneath my feet. I'm going to extend my legs out. Arms are going to be down. I'm going to anchor my shoulders down. I'm going to draw my navel into my spine. So I'm going to do my anchor, and I'm going to then roll the ball up towards my chest and then back out. And I'm going to do this 20 times. So I'm just engaging the abdominals as I bring my knees up and then extend my legs. So I'm going to inhale and then exhale. I'm going to 20. Keeping my back contacted to the floor. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You want to keep the pelvis still, anchoring it to the floor. 17, 18, 19, last one, and 20. Now I'm going to do kind of an accordion. I'm going to take my 9-pound weight, and I'm going to start here, extend, and I'm going to bring my legs out as my arms go over my head, keeping my navel to my spine and keeping my back contacted to the floor. So the low back should be relaxed, and my abdominals should be contracted. So I'm going overhead and then coming back. Inhale, exhale. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, and 20. Then I'm going to set my weight down, and I'm going to walk my legs up over the ball. This should feel good to the low back. The low back stays relaxed. Here we're relaxing the hip flexors. But we're going to engage the hamstring by pressing our legs into the ball. Same thing, you're going to do your anchor, bringing your navel to your spine, keeping your back contacted to the mat. And I'm then going to just lift the ball. That's going to engage my lower abdominal. So we're going to just bring your knees up and back down. 3, 4, 5, 6, inhale, exhale, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, and relax. I like this because with the legs up, it's easier to keep the back from arching, and then it targets those lower abdominals, and it helps turn on the hamstrings, which is helpful too. So we're going to turn on the hamstrings, bring our navel to our spine, turn our abdominals, and then go through another set of 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. If there's any back pain during this exercise, please do not do it. Shoulders go down and back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I'm going to walk the ball back out, straighten my legs. Now here with the legs up, again, it's helpful to get that pelvis tilted backwards or keeping it from overarching or too much forwardness that will cause a lordosis or an increase of curvature in the lower part of the back. So with the legs up, we want to then draw our navel into the spine, so keep that back flat onto the floor. And we're going to do straight leg raise from this position. So this already just helps us keep the back contacted, the back stays relaxed, the abdominals are going to work, you're going to stabilize and lift one leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't want your low back to come up. You want it to stay still. And when you're lifting your leg, you want to keep their hips from moving. You want to use your core to anchor your pelvis in a neutral position or in a contracted. Lower abdominals are going to be contracted. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back down. And the right side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I misspoke. It's not so much neutral. It's got a little posterior tilt. And then you're going to lift the left leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the last set on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. So those are completion of the abdominal exercises. And then there's just 2 stretches that I want to end with. And they're going to be a hamstring stretch and a hip rotation stretch. I'm going to come back onto my back, and I do recommend, if you are having back pain, roll to your side, come down, and then roll onto your back. But both legs out straight. I'm going to have loop around my foot. I'm going to keep my back anchored to the floor and lift my leg to where I feel a stretch on the back side. If you're having back pain, you do not want to do this. And you just want to hold this stretch. If you're over 30 years of age, you want to hold it ideally for a minute. 30 seconds you can get away with if you're younger. Let stretches take a long time. So this is stretching the back line. Again, most of the time the back extensors or the low back has really tight musculature. So if you can keep the back line flexible, there's less stress on the low back, and that is some of the rationale for stretching the hamstring. And then I'm going to bring it down. I usually like to stick with one side and complete one side and then go to the other. I like to ideally do 3 minutes or long holds. And you can set a timer for these. And I'll bring it back down and then right back in for another stretch. And for the sake of time, I won't complete the whole minute here. And I'll switch to the other side. I'm gonna just loop into my other foot. And bringing that leg up. Again, if I'm having back pain, I'm not gonna do this. You just wanna feel the stretch on the back of the leg. And if you're having shoulder problems or this is too much on your shoulders, I like to try to keep your upper body as relaxed as possible. If you can get on the floor, one leg up the door, one leg out the wall works great. Or just sitting and leaning forward with a straight leg. You just want to make sure that you're keeping your back straight when you do that and that the stretch is all on the back side. So bringing that back down and then coming right back up again. That's for my second stretch. And ideally you want to hold for a whole minute. I'll bring that back down. And on the last one. Now, if you have one side that is tighter than the other, it should be uncomfortable. You can get to where it's uncomfortable, but it shouldn't be painful. If one side is got more tension than the other, then you can spend more time on that side. It's nice to work on balance. So after that stretch, then I'm going to bend one leg, and this is just a figure 4 stretch. I'm going to cross my other leg over. Now, when you're moving this leg out, as soon as the hips move, that's the completion of the stretch. So you want to monitor your hip bones and then open up, and you can, and keep the hips down. You can engage your navel to your spine to do that core contraction, and then rotate the hip so that you're getting the stretch in the hip. And again, you want to do 3 times 1 minute stretch. If you're looking just to get a mild stretch that's going to help open up the hips, again, the 30 seconds is okay to do as well. And then relax. Again, I'm not keeping a timer for going through the complete hold on these. And this is the last part. Then I'm going to bring that leg down, and I'm going to cross the other one over. Again, I'm going to open up the hip, and if my back comes up, I'm going to then engage my abdominals and try to anchor my back down again so that my stretch is coming in the hip and not the back. And then relax, anchoring that hip down and then rotating the leg. Again, with that little bit of posterior tilt, with the abdominals contracted, it should keep the back relaxed. And then relax. And again, you want to hold these longer. This is just for example. Navel to your spine, opening up the hip. And then I'll bring that down. I can roll to my side and come up. And that is completion of some abdominal strengthening exercises. Have a blessed day.